There's this tug of war between the older generation and the new generation. That's really what this is about.
What I find is that in this country, no one is releasing the baton. And
what you are is a traitor.
There's a lot of us who aren't thinking on a wider scope. So we're thinking, I want to make money. I want to be the one in charge. I want to be the one who's famous.
You want to bamba? You want to G with the big boys?
You're not thinking, how can I create opportunities for us generally so that, we all can benefit and we all can help each other to sustain the country as opposed to just me being about myself.
Admittedly, a majority of young Nigerians today have little to no idea what it takes to be a successful Nigerian in 2021.
When you hear most of the guys in the older generation, they're saying things like to us, like, nobody's going to give you, you guys going to have to take it. So they're the ones saying, we're competing with you guys. They're the ones saying, we're going to continue until you guys take it by force. And the question is, that's not the way it should have been.
They are finally asking a lot of questions. They wonder why security officials are so angry.
Is that our police?
Why is the water not blue anymore?
Why is there so much unemployment?
Why is there pure water bags in every single
Why are
thing?
we ranked 131 out of 190 on the World Bank Ease of Doing Business Index? Why are debt traps called downfalls transporting people in Lagos? Why is the national debt rising? Why do we have more of this and less of this? Why is the judicial system in Nigeria toothless? Why is insecurity on the rise? Why are developmental issues taking second place to lawmakers? Why is $1 560 naira and £1 almost 800 naira? Why are government policies increasingly being detrimental to the future of young people in Nigeria? According to His Royal Highness Muhammadu Sanusi Lamido, 70% of our problems have come from wrong-headed policies. For instance, did you know that the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, recommends that developing nations give up 25% of their annual budget to public education? Yet, the Nigerian federal budgetary allocation for education has gone down year after year, with 2021 reporting record lows of only 5.6%, down from 7.4%.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Arosa Primary School in the heart of Benin. I'm short of words. I'm really short of words. I'm shocked. Una dey break. One class.
The fact that boomers are far less technologically savvy compared to millennials or Gen Z is cause for serious anxiety for everybody.
Do you think technology and innovation is the new way to go, and can they create the job opportunities for young Nigerians?
Look, if you look at the per capita income of the countries in the world, and you rank them by their placement in the Global Innovation Index, you'll find that the countries with the highest knowledge intensity have the highest per capita income.
Then here comes Gen Z, or the Zoomers. A few decades after boomers, Gen Zs are young, wild, inexperienced, and quick to hit the cancel button.
We've been here for a couple of hours, right?
Yeah.
Now, how has the protest been like? Has there been any clapback from the police?
They came with guns, so do I look like a criminal?
No!
I'm here to protest and they came with guns. Who do you think you are? We are just Nigerians. I'm 21 years old. You don't do that. We're here to protest. You don't do that. We've been peaceful. Then they came with guns.
They don't care.
In the security of internet, they can abuse God, Muhammad, Christ, Buddha, Zoroaster, all combined.
We just started though. We will still tackle Buhari. He has been a bad boy. He has been a bad boy. I was coming, I live in Okota, and I was coming here. The roads are bad, no lights, education zero. And we are just asking for you to stop killing us. We just want to live. You want people to. Well, obviously, we will embarrass you now. International disgrace. That's what they like. And we will embarrass you. We're here, give it back. You will kill us. We're here.
Gen Zs don't care about anybody. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about anything other than how good their TikTok pages look. Unlike millennials, they have no shortage of confidence. They are on the cusp of adulthood and are fast discovering the moral decadence of the Nigerian society. They are known for being the loudest group on social media. Check TikTok.
As long as they are the first to comment, and usually on issues they are ignorant, totally ignorant about.
They are the only group that makes millennials look good when it comes to actual physical social interactions. Nah man, Gen Z are reputed to be the loneliest generation ever. A typical middle class Gen Z in Nigeria today is a walking digital connection with a human touch. The constant dose of dopamine from social media has eliminated the need for physical social interactions. So each time they are sad, angry, lonely, or depressed, each time they need validation, they turn to their devices. Gen Z's lack of social skills means they are incredibly blunt and conscientious. Conscientious people judge you based on your accomplishments. Age truly today is the last criteria for respect, at least for Gen Z. In the words of Zenolis, more money, more respect. They will cancel you first and ask questions later. Growing up in a much more liberal society, they are a lot more open, tolerant, and susceptible to change. What's worse, in today's increasingly polarized world of information, a lot of Gen Zs have access to the kind of information that millennials and boomers could only dream of when they were that age, completely tipping the expectation scale.
They can talk about any subject in the world, and it's all reduced to your father is a goat. It doesn't matter whether the subject is rocket science. And so we're building a generation of illiterates, of ignoramuses.
In my opinion, Gen Z are boomers come full circle. The only difference is that they are not afraid to openly practice their self-interest. They are ready to shape policies, and they will do it using things like TikTok. Gen Z entering the Nigerian workforce and finding out that a lot of things just don't make sense. They are not built for manual labor. When it comes to problem solving, they are intensely creative. Oftentimes, they would rather just... Most of them will be eligible to vote in the upcoming 2020
It is going to be an election like no other before it. You have tried 3 times and you have failed.
Get your PVCs if you're watching. Speaking of work culture in Nigeria, if you're an organizational leader in the workplace looking to build young people, don't do this.
We will rot in jail.
You wanna G with the big boys?
I recommend you read the works of Jim Clifton and Jim Hatter, Well-Being at Work. It's an excellent read for today's dynamic work culture. If you are Gen Z, I have a test for you. It will take less than 30 seconds. Take the test, come back and tell me what your score is in the comment section. I predict that you will most likely have a score of between 10 to 15. So, are you Gen Z, millennial, or a boomer watcher? Let me know in the comment section below. In summary, the major difference between countries, cultures, and generations are the values that they hold. It is fundamentally the reason behind why they do the things that they do.
All I'm saying is that we are Nigerians and our values are stoked in deep-rooted history and culture. And we must never forget.
Dear elderly people, it is important to know that these values, though cherished, are not set in stone. They can be adjusted in light of modern knowledge, science, and ethics. As our world keeps getting interconnected, a good starting point is viewing ourselves, our nations, and our cultures as work in progress. Learn to apologize.
Auntie, Abi, you're not hungry. Abi, you will not eat today. Anyways, your food inside the kitchen, I put 2 meat.
It's time that we spoke frankly to one another.
Voters' education, financial literacy, critical thinking, and the art of self-expression should be taught in our schools from an early age. Dear young people,
we need the noise.
We have to be loud. We have to be obnoxious. We have to be forcefully uncooperative.
However, it is important to understand that
if we go down, you go down.
Older people, stubborn as they might be, actually love you and are looking forward to seeing you succeed.
I know we can be hard on you, but it's because everything we do is for you.
Yes, we have sacrificed so much, but when the story is told, it won't be about us and what we have lost. It will be about you and what you have achieved.
Underneath all the hard guy, they are likely to display a rugged sense of pride and independence. In my experience, approach matters. They just Look, they're like chicken pie, you know, hard on the outside, soft on the inside. So being antagonistic achieves absolutely nothing.
The instinct would be to show that they can dismiss a dull society. No, I say, just tell us exactly what you see. Positive, negative, neutral, just tell us.
It is a good idea to actually listen to them, walk in their shoes for a bit, and hesitate on passing judgment. The idea is a collaborative effort between young people and old people for the progressive good of this nation. Old people can be stubborn as hell, but they certainly aren't afraid of having a conversation. The most of them that I have spoken with have been willing to have a conversation and share their knowledge. I've learned an incredible lot by just listening. A lot of them have inspired me enormously from a distance. That being said, if you are Gen Z, our world might be increasingly getting digitized, but emotional intelligence and social interactions aren't going anywhere anytime soon. As you build an online persona,
It would be nice to have some social skills in the corner.
Dear elderly people, if you increasingly find yourself unable to connect with a Gen Z, reconsider your approach. Perhaps pair your traditional approach with a digital touch. In other words, your social interaction skills need an update. People with no social or dating skills transformed the way we meet each other. Funny how that worked out.
God help us all.
This episode will not be possible without the help of some certain people.